one of the big things that's kept me from getting into computer science, and now as I'm studying cybersecurity, was the fact that this was just something that's like out of my league, and I wouldn't understand these concepts. I just thought like, hey, this is a little bit too much for me. But what I'm learning now is that my 4.5 years as a correction officer, the rest of that time, over 6, 8 years, in security, everything from retail all the way up to 5 star. I'm learning, like, I've been able to apply a lot of things I've physically done, like as a physical security guard, apply some of those concepts to cybersecurity, and as well as, more importantly, processes. Because I recently, in one of the trainings I'm doing, I recently did my first security audit. And once I went through the process of, filling out, does it have this, and making suggestions, that's where the security guard, the correction officer, the security mind kicked in, like the process of thought. Now with cybersecurity, it's just, I would be basically taking concepts like that and pouring them into a tech space. But I've really just been putting those processes together, and then my analytical means of thinking. And I come to find out that a lot of shit that I was already doing in security does transfer, and I can be an asset and as well as successful in that field, because I'm naturally paranoid. So that's the next step. But I'm seeing how some of the physical controls, like I found out, like in my time as a security officer, when I would program badges for this person to have access to this office, but this person couldn't have access to this, and give this person access to this, but I had to get this permission in order to let this person into this area get access, and deactivate access when people are no longer there, to minimize threats and gaining. And these are all things that I learned, like I'm learning in my study of cybersecurity. These are all things that are controls. They're tech aspects of things like this, and why you want to have things like this, and how beneficial things like this can be to you. So what I've been doing now is I've actually been enjoying it. It's just like, wow, I'm learning another way to secure things. And when you think of like cybersecurity, as I did before I even started learning about this, you start sitting back and thinking, and you're like, oh, you're just protecting banks, but it's all kind of information in all kind of ways. Just imagine, like if a service or something you use just went out, or your information was just, give it out. And it's like there's people working on both sides. It is a war. It's a cyber war that's going on and been going on. And it's people working on both of those sides to, either to help or to hurt. But I'm loving seeing that, I'm not just starting with nothing. I think I was talking with my aunt, and she told me, I was like, oh, I'm scared to start off with nothing. And even though I am embarking on new things in life, it's very interesting to see that things are not being as scary as I thought, and I'm not out here with nothing, just trying to start into a new field or new area. I'm not just out here with nothing. A lot of it'll kind of make you feel like, wow, this seems to all be aligning in once. My corrections experience, security experience, and now transitioning into cybersecurity, and all of that stuff. That time was not in vain or wasted, and I'm not starting at zero. I'm starting with a very security and analytical mind, which I'm proud of, and it's making the class work and making me want to learn it more. Not just to pass the class or to get through and get this and that. Because a lot of times we put a goal like, oh, we just want to get this. No, embrace yourself in the shit. Learn the shit. I want to be the best at it. I want to know the NIST standards. inside and out. I want to be at those conferences. I want to, you got to really immerse yourself, and because I was hearing people say, like, with cybersecurity, oh, it's oversaturated, ain't nobody hiring, this and that. It's a lot of BS in that field, and that's true. It's a big portion, I would say more percentage of BS in that field. But you got to think, this is just like anywhere else. It don't matter if you do cybersecurity. It don't matter if you flipping hamburgers. You got to be an asset. You're not an asset out here in the community, or you're not the best at what you do. So yeah, if you try to go the route without getting a certification or something, yeah, y'all are probably having a hard time getting the job. Go get the certification. Hey, go a step beyond. You have to realize that the bar is constantly raising. So it's 1,000 people out here looking for a cybersecurity job with no certification, that's easy for them to do, and that pays them this all amount of money, and they got to sit at home and eat donuts and scratch their ass. But these people are here complaining, oh, I can't find a job, Well, get that basic or whatever the hell you got and go get another certification and another one. What makes you unique? You got to think about low barrier to entry. That's very dangerous, and that's how people get manipulated, not just in this cybersecurity field, but the personal development field, the finance field, all that shit. People get manipulated because people are, if you're attracted to a low barrier of entry but a high reward, watch what you're getting into, because more often than not, that shit's a scam. Low barrier to entry. If it was that easy for people to go get 6-figure jobs in cybersecurity without a friggin' certification or a degree, if it was just that instantly easy, don't you think everybody would have been did it? But everybody ain't finna study, and everybody ain't finna get a certification. Everybody ain't finna get 2 certifications. Everybody ain't finna get 3. How unique are you in the market? And I ran into a lot of that bullshit in the beginning, thinking that, oh, I get a 6-figure gig and all that. And now I'm just going to the core principles, baby. I don't want a shortcut. I give myself a time frame to accomplish what I'm going to accomplish in cybersecurity and different things that I want to attain, but I want to be the best. And whatever whatever you're going after, or you may go after, just immerse yourself in it and strive to be the best. And that's what's going to separate you out from the hurdle of the crowd and everything. And just know that you're not starting with nothing, because as I just told you, I'm seeing now that I'm not starting in this field with nothing. I'm starting with a world of experience and a world of on the job training, because all they're doing is stuff I did in the corrections. This don't lie to prevent this. All that stuff is physical controls, and it's transferred to a digital space. But I'm enjoying it, and I will see you all the next time that we hang out.